Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to Always Off Brand. We go eTail, we go e-commerce, we go retail. Yes, we are at eTail Palm Springs. We are recording live in the back media bistro corner. And today I have all disclaimers. They are a current Quickfire client.
That's right.
For Amazon only services. And it's been a pleasure. Met them last year here, and they are the brain trust. Marisa, Angela. See, I'm not even going to try their last names. For PB5star, the hottest new pickleball court shoe on the market. How did I do?
And lifestyle shoe.
And lifestyle shoe, sorry.
Cosmics for your everyday Urbic coming out.
Cosmics.
Yes.
I got to get my hands on some of those. But those are hot commodities.
Yeah.
Those are hot commodities. So we don't go through a lot of history here. Angela, you've run eTail, you've been on the board or the council, the board, I don't know, some hoity-toity position for years. Yeah. I think this is my third time at the spring one or the February one. But this organization goes back a long time.
Yeah. Dating myself, but at least 17, 18 years that I've been coming, and I've been on the council for most of those. And it's always been the tried and true to come back to it because it's a nice, intimate setting. Everyone hangs out together, and there's a lot of networking.
Yes, I love it. Of course, I get out of the rain and the crap.
Yeah.
Okay, so quickly, PB5star, when did you jump on board to this new brand, this new footwear brand? And you do apparel and everything else, so I apologize.
Yeah, well, we launched 2 years ago. At this time, Marisa launched the site, pushed the
Here
button.
at eTail.
Here at eTail with apparel, and footwear took a little bit longer to develop, but that came along pretty quickly a year ago now. And so we've been back, and just yesterday, Marisa launched a refresh site. So somehow it always brings us back to Palm Springs.
New and improved. We like to just squeeze it all into eTail.
She's schlepping shoes across. You guys are doing a pickleball tournament here. You're a big sponsor here, whatever. And you got this. And as I used to say, mittendrin, Yiddish word for in the middle of everything, you got to refresh your site.
Yeah,
I know. We like to just torture ourselves for some reason.
So, but tell me how you guys, if you look back, you guys used to be with very large organizations, Williams-Sonoma, then the great Vionic shoes and everything else. And you came into this, hey, let me go back to Startupville.
Yeah. It's a little crazy. Williams-Sonoma Inc. I was there from 200 million to 5 billion. And it was when there were 6 brands. So each brand wasn't huge. And just that whole journey leading digital transformation, more that 2008, we know when the bottom fell out of the economy. And it was like, how do you build e-commerce to the next level? And so did that. Worked with Marisa a lot of those years, half those years.
15 of those years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And so led that digital transformation. And I think I did go on agency side for a while and saw all the different verticals beyond home, because I started in home right after college. So it was great to see all the different verticals, little stint in Silicon Valley, and ended up with Vionic Shoes. So that company, Chris Gallagher had founded, sold right before I got there, and he needed to grow e-commerce, which I went to do with him and Bruce, and it did great. And we did all leave around end of 22, early 23, and was thinking about what's next. And there came Chris, lo and behold, said he wasn't ready to retire, and he could do pickleball shoes and court shoes and lifestyle shoes better than what was on the courts. And that's how we got going just a couple of years ago.
Unbelievable. So you quite the dynamic duo, you two. But I think what's cool, and we helped you launch Amazon, which has been beyond my wildest expectations. But the reason that has happened, a big part of that is, and I think it's all brands need to hear, whether you're young, old, is you guys did the work for the past year on your D2C, but you laid the groundwork organic. Can you talk about all the pain? You're still in the middle of it, don't get me wrong, but all the blood, sweat, and tears, Marisa. The events you're going here, you're going there, organic. I think that's the foundation of many brands.
Right. And Angela spoke about it on her panel, just getting into the community and just trying to focus on those in-person events. And I think the hard part for us coming from Williams-Sonoma, or coming from big brands, is that you know where you need to be. And so we come with that mindset of trying to be there, but then we're also just so small, doing everything on our own and having to build and create, including at those events in real life, and just trying to spread brand awareness.
Yeah.
And one little event at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reality is there is the paid media side as well. It's not happening on its own.
Right.
We also did a big move, I think 2.5 years ago, had partners that we had worked with. I had worked with for 15, 20 years in the past, and they started a company to build AI content at scale for answering questions, AEO, SEO, etc. So we jumped. It's like, great, use us. We'll be partners in that.
Yeah, right from the start.
That's awesome.
Yeah, people were talking about. Everyone's talking about it now, but this is 2.5 years ago.
Right.
So trying to build all the pillars at once, but yet being realistic. Some days more than others. Like, okay, well, this still takes the paid side and the grind to get there.
But just the mentality of, I mean, you're kind of bootstrapping. You got small teams, right? You rely on external people to do a lot of stuff. I mean, you had to kind of shift the way you, I don't know, the tactics, right? The tactical stuff. You guys were highfalutin hoity-toities. I mean, you had people for that. But now you're the people.
Yeah, it's painful sometimes.
Actually, everything's painful.
But
as we know, just even logging into our brand account for Amazon.
Yeah, I know. Everything with you guys has been, yes, I don't want to.
It's making us fight for it, but we're also like, it just makes every week interesting, and every week we're learning something new. And it's one thing to have all the systems established and another to have to build them from scratch. And so just trying to do it right from the start as much as we can.
But you use paid social, you use paid search, you did all the activations, you're launching a wholesale, you're in some, you're indoors. But what is this market, the court market, the pickleball? Where are we in pickleball? Have it crested? Is the hype cycle, you know what I mean? Where are we?
Well,
why did you want to do this?
15 court sports. Pickleball was growing exponentially, has been growing and is. And court sports overall, I think the metrics we have is like 15 billion to 26 billion over the next few years.
Wow.
Worldwide. And so we, again, of course, we start big because we've had run global brands. And so, yes, in the US, it's pickleball. Abroad, it's in now padel is growing.
Yeah, padel.
And then it's also the reality, like anchored on pickleball, the reality is our shoes that have support for lateral movement are great for tennis and court. And then because we come from this 30 years of biomechanics with our founder, great shoes just for the everyday living. So we all know even the big brands, 7 or 10% of their shoes are bought for the sport they're intended, and the rest we're all wearing as our street shoes. So
it reminds me when you just said that, it's like the whole pink it and shrink it movement, which is still probably goes on more than we would like to. But it sounds like that. And that's so Vionic. If you're not familiar with Vionic, I mean, it was a baller shoe. It was just really well built. It came from the comfort. It had all the ergonomics, all the right? It was like a built shoe. Yeah. It was like, hey, why can't women wear fashionable shoes and actually be comfortable and not like hate themselves?
Right. So I think we've taken this one step further, has great technology, and especially our Cosmics, really cool street lifestyle.
They look cool.
Yeah. So just taking that forward with a court inspired angle for sure. And then we court inspired, but we also have really high performance court shoes for the those that are on the court. And you'll see more of that from us as well.
But how much you guys pushed not only in the events, but you kind of that niche, that little industry, you guys went head first. Like that had to be the strategy. Was it not, or is that just, am I making that up?
Well, we had to dive in just to kind of learn the pickleball world and universe.
Yeah.
And it's far more fascinating than people even wonder.
Oh, really? Do tell.
I can't spill.
Come on. We need some tea, Marisa. Come on. No, I'm kidding.
It's just like, we've had insights into just the, people in the pickleball space know about the governing bodies of pickleball and the wars between billionaires of who's going to own pickleball, and just trying to navigate that universe and figure out where to be and how to, and then really just keep focus on, it's about the players. Most people who play aren't paying attention to any of that. They're just playing because it's fun, it's community. And so we had to just kind of keep pulling ourselves back and not getting distracted or sucked into that vortex, because really it's about, most people can't name a pro player. And there is, I mean, we enjoy the pros, we enjoy watching the games, we've learned a ton, but it's really just about your local community, your local players, and those communities turn into your whole world. We've interviewed pickleball players that now their whole friendship group are all pickleball people. It's just such a community builder.
It's tennis, it's sports, they're fans, it's communities. I totally get that. And then you say the billionaires in the club. Now I was telling you, I saw, because the place I go work out is a big tennis facility. So they have tennis channel on all the time, and then there's pickleball TV or something. It's through the streaming, I'm not sure. So that court community is like legit, like it's serious. These people are serious, and it's lifelong. It's lifelong.
Oh yeah.
And there's a place for it. You might see us sponsor a big event coming up, and that we'll announce, but it's one of the pillars, and probably a smaller pillar. It's really about falling back to our roots, building really great products. Storytelling, the unique value proposition of the product and the lifestyle, and then all the different pillars of building a brand that the seasoned team at PB5star has done before.
You guys are all like wily veterans who've done this. It's like, I've done this 100 times. Here's the playbook. Now it's changed a little bit.
It has.
But that's the other interesting thing I was talking to you before is getting to know you guys and just how we've launched this. You guys, even though you're small but mighty, you guys approach every system, every process as if you're a $300 million company. And I've seen a lot. I probably have seen this, but I can't. It's fascinating to me because it makes everything a little harder, but it's all for the long end, right? So what is that? Just how is that just how Chris just does it, or is that how you guys? You're like, this is just all we know. This is how we're doing it.
It's definitely with intent.
Yes.
There's probably areas we could have rolled that back a little bit. But in the end, particularly the customer experience, particularly on the backside, I think we invested in a 3PL and ERP software early.
I know. It's like you have an ERP system for handle 5 shoes you're selling in the beginning.
Oh, come on. We sell.
No, you sell a bazillion now, I'm saying. But that's tough, man. Because when we started working, I'm like, I could have gotten this done in like 3 minutes if you didn't have all these other big company stuff.
Yeah, you're like, wait, what? You have a connector to here and a connector to there. Keeping it all straight.
You guys are too smart for me.
We're teaching you.
You did. You taught me a lot. And you know what? We are selling shoes.
Yeah, faster than we can manage at the moment.
Faster than we can manage.
Yeah, and time will tell. We'll see. Maybe we overbuilt, or I'm sure in moments, and we will see.
But from the back end, from e-commerce, from the content staff, is there any other big learnings coming out of the first year where you're like,
a lot of people tell us on the front side of it, we look like a 300 million. We also look like a 300 million company.
You do.
Or maybe 100 million.
Whatever, but a big shoe brand. Or a big brand.
And I think that the storytelling, and I think that part, no regrets on that part, right? Because it really is about the unique value proposition of the product, showing it in a beautiful editorial way, which we've progressed even up till recently.
Yeah.
We didn't have it all, starts and stops, I think, the last couple of years. But
I'm enamored by, like, you're going into this, you're starting at this niche, which is a niche, right? It's a sub thing. Then you want obviously broader court and court inspired. Well, these aren't 1999 shoes. I mean, you went like, these are premium. Like, we're going for the top of the top.
I think that's what stands out the most when people play court sports and then they try on a pair of ours and they just notice it immediately from the first feel, with some arch support and an actual insert that's not just a thin, flimsy piece of foam. There's structure to it.
You get a bell for that. We're going to give you a bell for that.
Good.
I got another one for you because that's good news. Anybody who's on the court.
Yes. And And we can't make certain claims with our shoes, but we get a lot of feedback from customers just that how much better they feel wearing the shoes in the court, and they have more endurance. They can play longer. They get tired less. We're not going to officially, say those things, but we'll let the customers say that.
Of course, yeah, it's a better quality. It's a really nice shoe. It's just like in the comfort world, in the all cross equipment.
And they wear it to the gym, and they'll wear it, as we all do, off the court. So.
Yeah. Okay. So any e-com tips and tricks here from you guys as far as your
I'm going to say I've been talking. Well, yeah. I mean, one, there's no way 10, 15 years ago without like a Shopify and all the plugins to stand up a fully, full site, go to market plan and build out the actual product in 10, 11 months that we did that. I've been touting a lot, talking about the whole customer journey when people are discovering and having the content to discover us, all the way to post. And loyalty is not just about post, but the being along the way, especially where we started with pickleball, people wanting to learn about it. So yeah, I think it's just secret sauces. It's just through the hard work of pre-purchase, purchase, post-purchase, and whether it's the site experience as well as everything we're doing in CRM and thereafter.
All right, where are you guys on the Meta situation? I mean, is Meta, we use it, obviously, we do that at Quickfire for other people. It depends on the brand. I mean, there's so many variables you have to apply. You can't one solution all, but man, they've been frustrating. Or as they say across the front, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating, just because the effectiveness, the return on ad spend is decreased. They're obviously they've got these automated AI things, the bots before, and they're getting smarter and getting better. But I mean, has that fueled the D2C for you guys over the time?
Oh, for sure. Has Meta fueled?
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
It's just, you got to do it, don't
you?
You
have to do it. Yeah. If we walk away from it, you're going to feel it.
And have you kind of scaled the spend and scaled the complexity? Are you doing statics? Are you doing video? Are you doing both? Are you
testing all of it? Okay. Always. Yeah.
Great answer. Okay, moving on.
I will say with one thing on Meta, I've come from prior experiences. The intuition sometimes is to let's get really extra targeted and almost try to maniacally manage.
Yeah.
And that hasn't seemed to, I'd say in the last 4 or 5 years, because of the algorithmic.
Oh yeah. If you want a learning, we tried at the beginning to go kind of specific to, let's say, geographical areas where pickleball know is bigger.
Right.
And it hurt us more than helped us. We were better off not trying to dial that in so much.
Yeah. My smaller sense of it is they want, like, the targeting with privacy and everything else, it's just more broad. They force you to be more broad.
Right. They're like, let us just hand us over the assets and we'll take it from here.
But then you have to kind of resign yourself and have patience. Maybe we should talk about that. The patience to go let it do what it's supposed to do and not tinker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not constantly move things. I have a whole gondola. Like, ad machines don't like roller coasters.
They don't.
No.
They like gondolas. But I don't know how you find the patience. And again, the financial people have patience to go, okay.
Yeah, we wear that hat
Let
too.
It ride for a minute. We're constantly battling ourselves on that, I think.
Yeah, how long's enough?
Yeah.
But we found with the last, I think you would agree, right? With the last holiday season, it feels like the algorithm figured us out a bit more. And so then we've had better results since.
Yeah.
And
I think it's anchored on product, right? Because we did start with apparel before we launched our shoes. So then it had to pick up,
relearn a bit.
Interesting. And then paid search in the Google monster and YouTube. I'm a big, again, depending on what you're trying to do, YouTube's powerful.
It is.
And have you guys seen
for YouTube?
Yeah.
Like YouTube ads? Yeah, but we have a lot to still do there. We're just so limited on our resources of just creating more video on YouTube and being in YouTube in a stronger way. That's a goal. We just
that's more high funnel brand
there.
awareness.
Yeah.
You can't get caught up in that. All right. Well, so what's your advice to everybody who's like, hey, I want to go start a shoe, apparel, big brand?
Don't do it.
Oh my gosh. Take deep breaths and learn how to meditate.
You're so,
Yes.
it's hard. I mean, and obviously we went through tariffs and
Yes.
that
Oh
was
my
unexpected,
gosh.
right? At some point. And
And the
don't
wholesale
worry.
landscape is changing every
Yes.
day. So there's just every day there's new challenges, but it's keeping our brains fresh and young. That's how I look at it.
See, Marisa
Always
has a good-
adapting.
it doesn't matter. This is the forensic scientist in you, I believe.
Mhm.
Because you just don't let anything like really get you down. You're just like, okay, brick wall. Let's look around. Let's look
Yes.
above the brick wall.
Yes.
Let's look
It's just a new challenge. Every week I get a new challenge. I'm like, and just the last 3 years with Angela, I think we've learned to just, okay, we have another challenge. We're going to figure out how to knock the wall down because we're not stopping. We're
Well,
just going to keep moving forward.
the one thing keep going. But the reality check when you ask, what are you going to do? I go back to building a brand. Yeah, it's product and brand storytelling and the whole funnel of marketing, customer at the center, all of this, your tech stack, your analytics. But really, the reality is these are for-profit brands that you need to do a 1 year, 3 year, 7 year plan. And what are those milestones and how are we hitting them? What happens when we don't hit some milestones? So how do you pivot continuously? So when you go ask like, what should you, if you're starting a brand like this, the amount of pivot and flexibility and agility is even beyond what one person would think.
yeah.
Have to do.
And kudos
So-
to you. And I say this all the time. People are like, wait, you sell Amazon management services. Why are you saying this? I go, don't go on Amazon. Go figure some stuff out. D2C. Go try everything else. Go build that.
And
then come. It depends on
Yeah.
the situation. I mean, not everything's right, but like the way you guys did it is tremendous because we just turned it on finally. I mean, I could talk about patience. Your patience. Good Lord. I lost my patience before you guys did.
yeah,
Yeah, you did.
Good grief.
we're used to it. I know.
I was
But-
like, this is our world, Scott.
I
Just
know. You're
welcome
like,
to
I don't
it.
know this world and I don't like it.
Well, Scott, thanks for giving us that credit because we were pleasantly surprised. Absolutely, there's no way before we turned on advertising on Amazon, and certainly we had no natural search value there, and we saw revenue come in, and you gave us the credit of saying, well, it's whatever else you're doing, and people are coming to your site, but then checking out, is it on Amazon?
It all goes together, but it's
Yeah.
more, I always said in the last few years, it's like what's happening off Amazon is just as important, sometimes more important than on Amazon, because by the time they're pretty low in the funnel at this stage of the brand's, journey. So, but I'm thrilled. PB5star, I'm in.
Wait, before we wrap it up, can I
Right.
share one, take it back to product for a second and just share
Please.
about how proud and how much I love these cosmics. And I have to just
Are
say,
you wearing them right now?
I'm
Yeah, we
wearing
both
right
are.
here.
Let me
I'm gonna-
see.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
hold
look
one
down
up.
on your shoe. Those are badass. Those
Yes.
are nice. Look
Little
at
gold
that.
on the back.
I've got the suede. I don't want to.
We've got our amazing insert inside. So super comfortable. My husband gave away his other pairs because he
What?
likes these best.
Jeez,
But
what
I
are you
just,
doing?
I know.
Oh,
I
sorry.
just
I was
wanna-
going to say different names.
Don't start trouble. But I have to say, I brought one pair of shoes to Mexico for an entire week over my holiday break.
Yes.
And I wore them every day with skirts, jeans, dresses.
They go everywhere.
I walked over, 15,000 steps all day long on cobblestone streets. And it was seriously one pair. I was so happy. I was comfortable all week.
And Cosmic went to Rome with me, and so we
That's
walked
right. You had the
across
big thing. And how was that? That's actually, I was just thinking that because we went to Portugal. You walk a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the city of hills.
And it's uneven streets.
Oh,
and yeah.
And your dogs are kicking.
And, yep.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're tired, but
And at conferences, that's why we have them on. There you go.
it's a conference shoe. It's a travel shoe. It's all of it.
It's all you need is a
Right.
Cosmic.
Yeah.
PB5star. Okay. Thank you guys for coming in. I met
Thanks,
you
Scott.
last year. I don't remember how, but we had a good time. And as I say on the show every single week, why? Because people matter. You've been listening to Always Off Brand. Talk to you soon. More from eTail after this.
Hey there, this is Haley from Quickfire, and they want me to read this so you know what this podcast is part of and how to find out more if you want. Always Off Brand is a production of Quickfire LLC and a part of the Learn and Laugh series on the Quickfire Podcast Network. For more information, go to quickfirenow.com. Have a good one, and thanks for listening.